led What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of the College Basketball Hangout. I'm Parlay Tease, going to bring my man DJ Big Boss on. We had some early action today, but we're going to bring it home and cash everybody some money tonight. So let me bring you on the Prez, DJ Big Boss. Bless him.
What up, dog? Shout out to the chat, man. Loving the coming back to the basketball hangout, man. It's a great group of people we got in the chat and stop by and all this good stuff, man. Let's have some fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. I'm gonna let you take the lead here today, man, because I've been running around all morning, man. I slept about an hour, man, so I'm kind of on my last leg. You put the banners up, so you can start them off, bro.
Let's go. I'm gonna just go down the list, man. First up, UMass and Lowell. First half -4.5. That's one of your looks right there. What we doing right there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I've been riding the UMass Lowell. They've been hitting. It's basically a play like that. I mean, they're playing a BU team out of the Patriot League, and I just think we've got these teams. Other than being both in Massachusetts, man, that's about the only thing that I can see that's comparable to these teams. UMass Lowell's has just been hot. They're getting ready to enter conference play. They're playing a Boston U team who, um, they won their last couple games, but I mean, they squeaked. They played Marist and Dartmouth. They did play a close game with Notre Dame. Notre Dame ended up beating them, but I mean, other than that, their competition's been pretty weak. And I'm not. I know Notre Dame's your squad, that's your school and everything, but I'm not really high on this Notre Dame team, man. So I'm not putting too much stock into that close game against Notre Dame. So I just think that Boston U's outmatched here, and I got to keep riding with the hot hand with UMass in the first half. This is one of those games that it could be a close first half, and if it ends up being that way, you're going to get a good number with UMass low full game. If it doesn't cover the first half, be ready to click that button and ride on full game.
There you go. Click that button live. That's where it's at right there, man. I don't have much on that game at all, but I am in on this next game with you right here. Villanova playing St. John's today. You like the first half, -2.5, and I like the full game under 146.5. So
Yeah.
I'll go first. This is sort of a trend play right here. A lot of the matchups between St. John's and Villanova in the past, just here in 21 a couple times, recent, but in the past, they've all went under and they've all been under by a high margin at some points too. So I think this is one of those, and I see it every year. This is some good old Big East stuff, where they try to slug it out sometime. It's like switching from out of conference play to conference play. You're going to get defenses clamping down, or you might get a hot hand too. It might go the other way, but for the most part, clamping down to conference play right here. Villanova, I guess not expected to put the defense like they used to because of the new coach. But I see the offense sometimes kind of lackadaisical as well. So I think we have a plus on the side of the offense not being super hot lately to me. And also just the grudge match between the two, the history between the matchup, the margin, and it's a high number right there. We got a while till we get up there. So I'm on the under full game in Villanova. What are you saying about the first half right here?
I like that underlook, boss. I mean, Villanova is definitely a team that can control the pace. I mean, we got they don't have Justin Moore back yet, but Cam Whitmore's been back. That you have a lot of freshmen that are contributing to this Nova team, and they're hitting their stride. They were a fade team the beginning of the season for me. With Cam Whitmore coming back, and or not coming back, but Cam Whitmore, he's a freshman. Him hitting the floor, and give me a second. Let me pull my notes up on this game, man, so I can actually sound like I know what I'm talking about. um, Another surprise for this Nova team has been another freshman in Jordan Longino. He's playing a lot better, and this is a promising look for this Nova team. Longino's getting more time with Justin Moore out. He basically was thrown to the fire where if Justin Moore hadn't gotten hurt in Houston or in San Antonio last year in the Elite Eight, Longino might not be getting the amount of time that he's been playing. But with him and Caleb Daniels back there, I think that these two are really, um, they're stepping up, man, and they're head and shoulders what these two were doing at the beginning of the season. And I think we're going to start, especially with conference play starting. I think we're going to see the Villanova team we're used to seeing. Eric Dixon and Cam Whitmore. These are two forwards that can hold their own underneath the basket. And with Nova, we know Nova. They've always had really good guard play and defensive play. I like that under. I would even be looking at that first half under as well. I didn't even think about this total, but with you mentioning that, that's a really good play. I like it. So
yeah, as you were mentioning it, I was thinking a little bit about the first half too. So I don't know, under first half, full game, Nova. That's where we at with it today, y'all. Let's keep it moving though. We're gonna keep you on pace so you can get some rest a little bit before the games come on.
Yeah,
let's go. UNC first half. Now, it's one of those games at this time I'll probably try to stay away from. Michigan versus North Carolina. North Carolina 4-point favorite. I think 4.5 some places. And my man Tease decides to cut the game in half. Let's go North Carolina first half -2.5. Why, Tease?
It's funny because when I was looking at these games, it's like going over the board. Cab and I were chatting, and he's on this game as well. I think this is a North Carolina spot. You've got Baycott coming back. He was out for a couple games. I can't really say. I don't remember if he played in the whatchamacallit, the Ohio State game. Yeah, he did play in the Ohio State game, and he put up a lot of numbers. He put up a double-double with 28 and 15, 28 points, 15 rebounds, and I can see him putting up having a similar game here against Michigan. Michigan, I think this team is an overrated team in my mind anyway. They're 7-3. As far as like size goes, I just don't think they have anybody that can hold this, hold Baycott. And I mean, Armando's just a beast. And who the only person I can think that they would have that would even come close to being able to, slow it down a little bit is going to be what's his name, Hunter Dickinson. And Hunter's going to get his points and get his boards, but if I'm going 1-on-1, I'm definitely taking Baycott. And as far as underneath goes, that's really the only threat that I see that Michigan has. And the way that we've been getting really good play out of Leaky Black, with Caleb Love. So this North Carolina team is, they need to step up. They hit a rut, and I think we're going to be seeing a different North Carolina team as they get ready to enter ACC play. They definitely need to get some wins under their belt, and I think this is a spot where they could win it first half and full game. I really don't see Michigan matching up underneath with them. And like I said, the guard play's been looking really, really good for the Tar Heels as well. So this is probably my best play, like my favorite play for today.
Yeah, it's one of those games I want to stay away from. Both teams had a couple slip ups, and they trying to get it back on the road. It's a little too early for this type of competition for me. It's one of those ones that you really want to watch. But my man Tease jumps right in the smoke, y'all. Jumps right in the smoke. Michigan, North Carolina, first half, -2.5. Let's jump over to this one right here. VCU. Now that's out there by you, isn't it? If that close by, not too far.
Yeah, Virginia Commonwealth's a couple hours from me, a couple hours south. And I was actually looking at the under in this game too. I didn't put it out there, but I could definitely see a first half under, full game under in this game. The total has come down a little bit from when it opened. But if we get this VCU team that we saw playing in the Barclays Center last month, I don't think Navy can hang with them. It's just one of those situations where the only way that VCU doesn't cover is if they play down to the competition, which they do at times. But VCU has a good defense, and Navy has a decent offense. But as far as you're looking at the offensive rating for Navy, which is 64th in the country, but really who's Navy really played? I mean, they played West Virginia where they got smacked up. I mean, they got beat up by Towson, and I mean, other than that, they haven't really played anybody. And I think VCU comes in and takes care of business here, man.
There you go, right there. My man Tease is taking advantage of the military teams right here and jumping in with VCU right here, local favorite right there. I'm gonna jump into a game that I'm on today. I don't want to burn my man Tease out right here, but this Ohio game, Ohio Delaware. Now I got burnt last time on the show with Ryder. Man, Yahoo played some games. I seen 59-58 final. And then I went back and looked later and seen that somebody hit the jumper for the game winner, 60-59, and I got beat right there. Even trying to take the money line and still got beat. But it was a yo-yo of a game back and forth. So I when I went to evaluate my capping on that one, I was like, if I had it all over again, I might have rolled with Delaware. Sorry. They were on the hotter streak than Ryder. Ryder was like 3 games in a row. They were like 4 games or 5 games in a row. So, it showed. But today, I think they're out of gas. They're out of gas. We can't keep getting by the skin of our ass. And they did lose the first half that time too. So they may be falling off of the trend of what they're doing in the first half. And this Ohio team is solid, scores 37 points per half, first half and second half. So sounds like a solid effort from Ohio each game to get out there. So I'm going to go with Ohio first half right here. They're giving me 1 point for -105, and I loved it. I took that one right there. So Ohio first half +1, -105. That's one of my better bets for today right here.
I can't talk you off of that, man. Delaware disappointed me. And it's happened. It happened a lot last week where I'm taking the first half and my teams just fall a little short, and then end up, winning the games, and I'm just ass backwards in my cap on it. So, but to be honest with you, I don't really look full games, man, and I really probably should, especially when we're playing with these mid majors. I need to stop being so tunnel vision, because I don't like playing the full games, because I just feel there's like too many shenanigans and bullshit that happens at the end of these games, but not so much in these mid-major games. I mean, you still have it, but it's more pronounced in the the blue chip schools and stuff. So I'll tell you what I really like in this game, man, and it's something that just actually just popped out at me. I was looking at this game, and I was thinking about taking Delaware first half, but it's something that I kind of stayed off of. But I would really look at this first half over. To be honest with you, I'm going to look at this number now, and this is something that I can't believe it. I can't believe that I didn't get up on it sooner. I'm gonna end up taking it most definitely, and that total right now is for the first half at 64 and a half, and I think we can get I think we're going to see like 70s, high 60s, low to mid 70s in this first half.
I could agree with that because the mediocre defenses that on both sides could allow a lot of points right there. But I think sometimes with that Delaware team, though, the mediocre in the number that you're looking at in the stat doesn't really represent what you're getting out on the court because they do play a little defense from time to time. So,
Yeah, I mean, when I think of Delaware, I think of an under team, but in this situation here, I can see Ohio setting the pace and Delaware going with it, man. Delaware's that type of school that will they will play to the other team. Like if the other team's setting pace, Delaware won't slow it up. You know what I mean? They won't try and take control and slow it up. I mean, they may in the second half, but in this first half, I I would put that up there now that I'm, really looking into this a little deeper. I would put that up there with one of my best bets, and I haven't taken it yet, but I'm most definitely going to.
hey, there you go, right there, man. That's why we do shows like this, so we can find those missing parts. Found the missing part right here by working together. Continue to do this every chance we get, and coming here to share it with y'all, man. So it's a lot of people out there watching, but not too many in the chat today. But if you got any questions in the chat, we got 2 more games left. So if you got any questions on any game, go on and toss them in there so we can keep it going. Let's jump into the next one.
The chat's feeling like me today. I think, man. There's Kylie Reynolds. What's going on, Kylie? How you doing, bro? Yeah, I do want to, once again say that first half total at FanDuel was 60. What was it, 64 and a half for that Delaware? Yeah, 64 and a half. I'll be playing it at Caesars, and I'll tell you what that's at just real quick, so you guys have an idea of what I'm gonna be on here. So or what number I'm going to get it at, because I'm going to play it as soon as we finish up the show here. And I'm talking about that Delaware, Ohio first half total, and I'm scrolling through and I'm just not seeing it. But I'll recap and I'll let you know where it's at when we get on, so we can keep moving. Go ahead, boss.
We jumping into the Tulane game, man. This is a big one right here. This big boy steps right here, Tease. Minus 13 and a half first half. Let me know you know somebody's dating the coach or something in this one.
I don't know nothing about that, man. That's funny. Yeah, this isn't a game that I looked at. I don't really have too much to say. Tulane's not a team that I've paid attention to be honest with you. I mean, they're out of the AAC. The only teams I really paid attention to in the AAC have been Houston. In all honesty, Temple's in the A10. My bad. I'm thinking football, but yeah, Houston, and Memphis are probably the only teams that I've really paid attention to in the AAC. So Tulane's not something that I looked at and dug into today. So I don't really know much about this Tulane team.
Oh, okay. Well, shoot, man, let's go on and jump to the next one because I thought this one was one that we had on the board today, but let's jump on over to this one. Auburn first half minus 2.5 right here.
Yeah.
For those of you who follow my guy Tease, you guys know what the asterisk marks are for. So we're not even gonna mention it. We're just gonna take it that you don't know. I mean that you guys know, and if you don't know, ask a friend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. This Auburn team has been killing it on the on this West Coast trip here, and they're going into Washington, and I just can't see this Washington team um, keeping up with Auburn. To be honest with you, you probably know more about the Huskies than I know about them, but yeah, if this was the NBA, I would be on Washington because Auburn's finishing up this West Coast swing. But oh, just real quick, I just found that line at Caesars. It's at 64, so you actually get a better, you avoid the hook on that over. But yeah, as far as this Auburn play goes, um, they're coming. Let me pull my notes up, man. Sorry, I was too busy looking for that Delaware total. but yeah, this is a play that I really like. It popped out at me when I saw it. Auburn's the number 23 team in the country. They're coming off of a loss to USC. So, I know they want to finish this road trip up nice before they head into conference play against Florida on next Wednesday. So, they'll have a week off. I can really see them leaving everything on the floor tonight, and if that's the case, then I don't see Washington really. If they can, it's going to be towards the end of the game. But as far as the first half goes, I truly believe that Auburn comes out and sets the tone in this game.
Yeah, I think there's a unique advantage for Auburn in this game. Um, Considering Washington's schedule, looking at who they played so far, they played more of a like West Coast schedule so far. This will probably be the first big out of conference opponent that they face right here. So that could be big time when it comes down to preparing for them. So I think Auburn has the advantage right there. And like my man Tease always in the first half, the advantage will be exposed in the first half. Right
Yeah.
there. I like it.
And as far as this Washington team goes, like you said, they've been pretty much on the playing West Coast teams. And when you play these East Coast teams, it's a different style of basketball. Um, you know, th- a more physical. I think a more physical game when you play these East Coast teams compared to like a Washington playing this West Coast schedule. I can't. I'm just going off of just my opinion because, like I said, and I've told everybody many times, I don't really follow West Coast teams too much. I mean, I do, but I don't pay attention as much as I do on the East Coast, and that's just something that I feel when I look at a matchup like this, I feel that you're going to get the physicality out of Auburn that I think Washington's not going to be ready for.
There you go.
So that's me.
That's
So what do we got here in the chat here, man? Let's see what we got here. Kylie's on Sanford +5, Bellamy moneyline Navy +9. All right, I respect that. Sanford was a team I played. I won in first half the other night, and it kind of burnt me in the ass. I think they played South Carolina State. Well, guess what? They're not going to burn me twice. I took South Carolina State yesterday, first half, and cashed on that. So I learned from that one. And who else? Don Play, what's good, bro? And Kylie said Idaho +12. Play of the day, Tease. All right, y'all. Kylie knows what he's talking about. So definitely take note of that. And I'm going to look into that game a little bit. Idaho's not a team that I'm familiar with, but I will definitely be looking at that. And Wash Misty Teeth. Oh, feisty. Washington's feisty. Gotcha.
I thought he was trying to tell you to wash your face.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Wash 50.
I was like, oh, shit, is my face dirty? but yeah, what else we got, boss? We got anything else on here?
That's it for me today, man. Just a couple little plays here and there to keep it going. Play responsibly, all that good stuff. Just that's all it is to it.
Yeah. And there was another game that I wanted to talk about that it kind of sparked my interest a little bit. I don't know if anybody in the chat is on the TCU Utah game. I'm not, but I was kind of looking at this game. I don't know. I might get on it, but I don't know, man. the more I look at it, the more I'm going. But um, what did you say that was Tulane? Tulane, the game that you were talking about, minus 13.5?
Yeah,
Did I put that on my list?
yeah.
Okay, you know why? I'll tell you why. It's a straight Mississippi Valley State fade. That's what it
Oh,
is.
okay.
It's a straight Mississippi Valley State fade. Um, they're terrible. So um, yeah, I mean, now that I looked at that, that's but there was do you have any thoughts about this Houston McNeese State game? I mean, you're giving up 35 points in this to McNeese. Do you think McNeese? I mean, Houston's been a good first half team. They've kind of lost a couple in the last few weeks here, but is this something that McNeese State can slide under and get a first half cover? I
I
don't know
mean, what they say, it's the holidays, man. Anything can happen.
Yeah, you know what? And being the first year that I'm betting college out the gate, this is really something that's got me, like it's caught me a couple times, man, where I wasn't ready for this, but it all makes sense, and I talked about it right before, I guess around Thanksgiving, where teams are looking forward to the holidays and it might not be fully checked into the games. So, but I haven't followed my own advice on that. So that's the problem. I suffer from a discipline problem, man. That's what
It's common. It's common in the betting community.
yeah, and that's one thing, man. It's my Achilles heel is discipline, and it really bugs me, especially when I'm on it, when I know, and I bet against it. It really pisses me off, and I'm just like I can't help myself. But we got some pretty high spreads there. With that game, is that something you think that the Cougars
I
can
mean,
cover?
like I said, anything can happen during the holidays. Like you got to remember, in college sports, it's very emotional for the kids here. They being around these times, holiday times, they being wined and dined and taking places in nice hotels and all this. And sometimes that stuff can have affected the team, and big numbers like that can definitely be backdoor covered. Just out of the holidays is the vulnerability of basketball.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I have a couple plays that didn't quite make my card. Well, they haven't yet. They might, but one of them was Virginia Tech playing Boston College. It's conference matchup. Um, Virginia Tech's been outstanding first half. They didn't cover the last one, but I think they can get it done here at -5.5 against the Eagles. And this is a game that I actually am looking at this under 133. That might be something I get there with, possibly the first half under at 62. That number might just be right there though. So, but the the full game, I think would be a good look, especially if you want to take it live and if they get off to a quick start, you could probably get a good number, because I really don't think that this game gets too much over 130. And I'm talking about the Virginia Tech game. There's our guy Walter Trotter. Wham, what's good, bro? Yeah, so that one, and then there was another game. I don't know if anybody else is on anything. Feel free to put it up. The low score right now is, let me pull that up right now. La, la, la. I don't see
Hey,
it.
while
Yeah,
you pull that up, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick recap of the plays on the show right here for my man Don Play, who says he didn't get a chance to see what we was on. So UMass and Lowell first half -4.5. Villanova first half -2.5. Full game under 146. We also lean that under in the first half as well. North Carolina first half -2.5. My man T says North Carolina puts 10 toes to the ground and moves forward today with this after the hiccup. And VCU -4. and fade of Mississippi Valley State, and that's first half minus 13 and a half. The double asterisk play of the day, Auburn first half minus 2.5. And we also have my play right here, which is Ohio to burn out Delaware. Delaware, you slid off the seat a couple times. You're not gonna hold on this first half. Ohio first half +1. That's the
Yeah,
plays for the day. There's a couple other ones you might have to rewind and catch them. They was on the fly.
yeah. I my day isn't off to a stellar start. I took JMU first half minus 7.5 early this morning, and of course we saw they got pounded out by 16. The crazy thing was I was at the kiosk and I saw that line up to like 10, and I just threw a couple dollars on the on Coppin State money line at plus 480, so I was able to cancel my losses out. Throwing a $50 on that, so I was kind of happy about that. And Northeastern covered. They won outright. That's one that I wished I had. I wish I had the balls to put the money line on. I took that game. They were playing Davidson, and Delaware had just beaten Davidson, and being both in the Colonial. It was a good matchup that I really liked Northeastern and Stonehill. Of course, they're shit in the bed. They're going to be on my do not bet list going forward. St. Thomas covered for us once again. UNCW lost, so I'm having an average day. UMass Lowell, Villanova, UNC first half. I'm high on that. VCU first half. Also take a look at that under full game if you like. Even first half. I think against Navy, I think you see a slow pace there. Tulane minus 13.5. That's just a straight fade off of Mississippi Valley State, and then Auburn first half minus 2.5. And another play that I'm going to add again was that Delaware, the over first half, 65.5 at FanDuel, 64 at Caesar. That's going to be a play for me. That's something that I'm really liking. What's going on, Dave? My guy, man. Hey, man. Yeah, man. I'm too busy cooking, man. I didn't see your comment till after the show yesterday, but yeah, you know me, man. I'm always chefing it up, man. So, but UNCW first half, yeah, bro. They shit the bed, didn't they? Now watch, they'll probably cover the full game.
They did cover the full game. I had them on the full game. It was crazy too because I liked them first half and full game, and then somehow on Bookmaker they flipped the game to an extra game, and when it became an extra game, they didn't allow me to do first half anymore. So they saved me some money. I was only able to get it full game, but I liked it first half and full game.
How does that happen, man? That it flips to an
I
extra?
had no ideas. I had no idea. I was like, I don't understand this.
I wish that would have happened for me because I literally had him in a 4-game parlay that would have fucking hit, man. And that was always got that last leg, man. It ends up fucking me. And if I had the time, I would have hustled to the casino and hedged out, man. But I need to start doing that. So, yeah, man. I mean, I'm good. That's everything I got today. If anybody has any questions, most definitely hit me up, DM me, man. I'm always down to talk some CBB. And, let's make some money today. I got to be honest with you guys. I don't know how many plays I'm going to go going forward. I'm thinking about just taking a little break here until the new year, just because I don't like breaking even, man. I'm in here to win money, not lose money or break even or lose the vig. So, uh, excuse me. I might just pick some spots here and there. Of course, I'll come on and do shows with you, boss, and whatever like that. But I don't know how many plays we're gonna see coming out of me through these holidays this next week.
My guy picked for Dave in the chat, man. Hit me up, Dave. It's time. I didn't know you was on the college, man. I'm ready to jump on the college basketball too. Hit me up, Dave. But I don't know. Get us up out of here, Tease. That's all for me too, man. Y'all have a great day, man. Cash some tickets.
Yeah, Dave. I'm gonna have to check you out because you like that Navy, huh? I took VCU first half, so but I'm thinking the under on that. And Dave, you're more than welcome, man. if you ever DM me, man, I'll shoot you the invite and come on and chop it up with us. That's why it's called College Basketball Hangout. Any of you guys, man, you want to cap the games, break them down, man, just shoot us a DM. We'll throw you on here. But just to let you know, man, if this chat is anything like my WNBA chat, don't come in here dropping losers because they'll let you have it. But anyway, I appreciate everybody, man, being here. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tonight. Hopefully, we cash some money. We got a pretty big slate tomorrow, so of course, I'm gonna end up doing a show. Like I said, though, I don't know how many plays I'll have. Jago, my guy, Jimmy Gomez. But again, please, everybody, I appreciate y'all being here. Don Play, Kylie Reynolds, Anthony Diaz, my man, Jago, my guy, Wham, Walter Trotter the third. And, of course, picks from Dave, our buddy, man. All right, so I appreciate you being here. Please do me a favor, bet responsibly. Let's be safe out there. And let's cash some tickets, y'all, because that's what we do. And we are out. You out? You ready to be out, boss?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Led by